Close your eyes for a moment if you can. Just for 10 seconds, feel the place in your body that always feels slightly tired. The place that never quite fills, no matter how much sleep, money, or love you pour into it. That place isn't a chakra imbalance, it isn't low vibration, it's a child who is still standing between you and life, trying to protect the family. Most people never hear this. Energy healers talk about blocked meridians. Coaches talk about limiting beliefs. Therapists talk about inner child wounds. Almost no one talks about the systemic energy drain created by a wrong hierarchy inside the family soul. Tonight, I'm going to show you exactly how that works and how the rare combination of energy healing, family constellations, and deep hypnosis can release it completely, often in a single session. Let me tell you what actually happens. When we are small, we love with pure loyalty. If a parent is sad, angry, sick, or missing, the child feels it as a threat to survival. So the child makes an unconscious vow: I will carry this for you. I will stay unfinished so you can be okay. I will not succeed more than you. I will not be happier than you. I will not leave you behind. In family constellation language, this is called an entanglement. The natural hierarchy is inverted. The child steps into the position of the parent or the grandparent or the excluded one, and the soul registers this as a love, but the body registers it as an energetic hemorrhage. Energy that should flow into your health, your creativity, your relationships, your money is constantly redirected upward into the past. You can clear your chakras 1,000 times. You can do breath work until you float. But if the hierarchy is still wrong, the energy simply leaks again the next morning. That's why so many high achievers feel exhausted for no medical reason. Why some people get sick every time life starts going well. Why abundance arrives and then mysteriously disappears. It's not sabotage, it's loyalty. Ancient, beautiful, and completely exhausting loyalty. There's three patterns I see over and over in people who come to me. First, the parentified child. You become the emotional adult at age 6 or 7. Now, as a grown person, you still feel responsible for everyone's feelings. Your energy is always on duty. Success feels like betrayal of the family who needed you small. Second, the excluded one's representative. Someone in the family was pushed out, a stillborn sibling, an abandoned parent, a grandparent who was never allowed to stay. Third, the sacrifice for the weaker parent. One parent was weaker, more fragile, or more victimized. You decided, I will not strive more than they did. So every time you rise, an invisible hand pulls you back down, not as punishment, but as protection of the family, or temporarily fill the tank, but none of them rearrange the hierarchy itself. Only family constellations can show the systemic picture, the invisible orders of love that are still running the show, and only deep hypnosis can take you into the exact moment the wall was made, so the child can finally put the burden down and return to its rightful place. When we combine the three, family constellation work reveals the wrong hierarchy and the hidden loyalty. Energy healing clears the actual cords and residual charge in the body, and deep hypnosis allows the child to complete the unfinished movement, to give the pain back with love, to step out of the parent's place and to receive permission to live fully. When that happens, something remarkable occurs. People describe it as the floor finally being under my feet. Chronic symptoms often shift within days. Money stops leaking, relationships stop repeating the same painful pattern, and the sense of I'm always carrying something simply ends. In a full release session, we work in three precise layers. First, we map the family system, not with long storytelling, but with a focused constellation so the body can show us where the energy is still flowing backward. Second, we use targeted energy work to dissolve the cords and the residual grief or guilt that has been living in the tissues. Third, and this is the part that creates permanent change, I take you into the deep hypnotic state where the child can finally speak, finally move, and finally return home to you. In that state, the original woe is rewritten, not with force, with love and truth. The child is allowed to be the child again. The parents are returned to their place as the adults, and the energy that was locked in the past comes flooding back into the present. Most people leave the session quieter on the outside and completely different on the inside. The background noise of responsibility for the whole family is gone. What remains is space, clean, available life force. If you tried everything else and still feel that invisible weight, if part of you suspects the real block isn't in your chakras but in an old unspoken loyalty, then this work is for you. The hidden energy block no one talks about is not a life sentence. It is a decision made by a child who loved too much, and decisions can be completed in deep hypnosis combined with energy healing and family constellation precision. The child can finally rest. And when the child rests, you get your life back. If you're ready for the full release, the link is waiting for you. The hierarchy can be set right, the drain can stop, and the energy that has been protecting the family for decades can finally come home to you. You were never meant to carry it forever. It's time.